Hello my beautiful Rainbow's Light community, welcome to your next reading. This reading is going to be about your life purpose, considering your career. And I prepared 2 piles for you for this reading. And at the beginning of the reading we are going to look at some oracle cards, and by the middle of the reading we are adding some tarot cards. And for pile number 1, you have the beautiful nutrition card to start your reading out with, and it says here, you conduct healing work with your culinary skills. And for your pile, I chose the Tarot of the Mystical Moments. And for pile number 2, we have this beautiful oracle card. And it says, you are able to discern answers and guidance for yourself and for others. And for this pile, I chose the Light Seer's Tarot. So, you can find the timestamps in the description below, as well as in the timeline of the video. You can always watch both readings if you're unsure and you feel drawn to both of the images here. But without any further ado, let's get into your reading. Hello my beautiful group number 1, welcome to your reading. So we are starting out, like I said in the intro, with your beautiful nutrition card over here. Let's put it in the corner. So it already gives me a very clear indication where your career path is, in which direction your career path should go. It's not only about preparing meals for others and taking care in that way. It can also talk about designing some kind of events and for the gathering of people. But I think what is very specific in this card, no matter if it's specifically about the nutrition part or something else, that it's talking about socializing with people, getting together and taking care of a group of people. Yeah. So let's see what your Moonology card is saying here. You are very close to achieving your goals. Wow. So that's a very good start for this reading. So whatever you have, whatever obstacles you might face at the moment, it's saying already here that the goals you have with this, any plans you have, maybe you set out a resume for a new job, or you are preparing an entrepreneurship in this field. And with both of these things, we usually have some goals that we want to reach, and it says here that it is very close. Those kind of achievements are very close here. And sometimes, closeness can mean it depends on the lifespan. Sometimes something is close, can still take a year, because because we are not looking at your current energy only, we are looking at your whole lifespan. And sometimes when we look at all the years of a life can have, maybe 80, 90 years, and then a half year seems a very, very short time frame. Even though at the moment a half year or 1 full year can look very long. But I think this goal is not very far away. In the sense, it's not taking 2 years here. I guess it will take a half year or less, and in some cases maybe 1 year, but you are very close to achieving this goal here. And Spirit also says meditation for clarity here. Yeah, so I remember I had this card in some other readings before. I think it was also on pile number 1. Maybe in the last reading or in one of my last readings I had this card already. So if you remember it, I think this is another clarification here, another way Spirit is saying you are on the right path, and you just need to look deep within for some reason to reach this goal. You need to take some time off and look deep within your soul and try to work on some ideas. I have the feeling, because meditation is usually talking about taking some time off, calming down, and just basically getting rest and to be able to reflect on things. Before we can reflect in a very productive way, we need to settle our souls. And I'm not saying this is not what it says here, but I have the feeling, but let's see what the other cards are saying, but I have the feeling that it's also talking about making plans, like settling down for making plans, and not so much for only just to meditate on things, but really just to find some place by yourself, some quiet place, and then working slowly and working slowly on making those goals a reality. Prepare a plan, I have the feeling. And for preparing this plan, you need to look within still, of course, because sometimes plans can be very rational. We can just go ahead and make a bullet list of things we need for a certain project. But I think here we need to have an inner dialogue with our higher self somehow about these plans, or to receive the plans. So then we have material harvest. Wow, this is interesting, because we have the nutrition card. I don't know if you can see it, and the leaf is on top of the card. The nutrition card and material harvest. I think this is the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is a very rich entrepreneur-like energy of someone who already received their harvest and is very satisfied, and is only one step away from the finite Ten of Pentacles. So there's something about harvest, and maybe this nutrition card is also an indication of not only finding a job or a business in the event or management or nutrition area, to become a cook or an event manager. Maybe it could also talk about I have the feeling it could also be about money. Because when I look at this card, I can see this buildings in the back here, and I was never looking at this card in this way, but it gives me the feeling of some official banks, and he also has money in between. He has an apple and a pear, maybe, or an orange, and then a bottle with water and stuff, but in the middle of it he also has money. So it could also be a career in the money sector, financial sector, I mean. So let's see what else. I remember you got 2 cards of those. Okay, the throat chakra. So I think this is talking about public speaking. There's something within your career purpose where you have to go out and speak in front of groups. Like this nutrition card here, she is preparing the meals, but she's also having a very inviting look on her face, and she seems to talk with someone here. Yeah. And again, in order to do that, in order to have good communication skills and go out there and present yourself, you need to have some time to reflect first. To do that, even he is looking downward at all his harvest. I think the message here is very clear. It says that you need to remember what you already have gained in life, the harvest you have already grown, and you need to get into this attitude of gratitude. And yeah, and maybe write down aspects in your life. It could be something totally different. It could be aspects from your career, but it could also be aspects of your life in general, things that you are very grateful for, and gain some clarity on that. And yeah, in case you are not having any strategies at the moment, or if you have a lack of money, then I have the feeling this is saying that you just need to sit quiet at some place and reflect and give thanks to the things that you already have. Yeah. And try to make sure that it's not like the not things like, of course you can be thankful of a thing like your car, or but try to, or I don't know, your TV or the TV program, but try to not make it so much like superficial things. Try to make those things some more soulful things, like things that you have accomplished because you gained a certain skill, or a gift that you got from someone, or friendships you have in life, people you got to know during your lifespan, or maybe a parent that is helping you out sometimes. And yeah, and then after that you can also add the more superficial things in life that you may have, maybe an apartment, maybe a house that you're living in, maybe your pet, some siblings, or maybe even the groceries you have that day in the fridge. Yeah. And then we have the bad, and I think it's called hellebore, with intuition. Oh yeah. I think Spirit is pointing out very much this reflection here, this reflective part of your reading. I don't know if you can still see the cards. Yeah, I will put that in the middle. I think the message here is clear. Yeah, even the little bat is hanging downwards and looking down. Yeah. It's clearly talking about this looking within and getting some informations from the inside to gain some broader perspective in the end. So now we have this karma cards here, and it says service to others, what is good for us, your work in the 6th house. Full-time job, yeah, maybe that's what you're looking at the moment, or you are in a full-time job and you want to make yourself, yeah, you want to create your own business, maybe. Then we have Gemini, information to explain, communication about resulting from the fluctuations. So we can build a sentence here. It says service to others, information to explain. And then we have the North Node. There will be success from benefit. Okay. So I think this is going to be first. Have faith in maybe information to explain, because we have this throat card here, the throat chakra. have faith in information to explain as a full-time job. So maybe you are looking out for a job where you have to speak very openly in front of people. And Spirit is saying that you need to look within to find the trust in yourself for being able to do that. And then in the second line it says here, do not worry about communications about serving. Yeah, and that reminds me on the nutrition aspect here. She's serving this beautiful cooked meals here to the people, and I have the feeling you could be a person or someone here who is watching this reading is a person who is not literally cooking food and presenting it to the people. You are more the person who is talking about it, so you are more on the presenting part and talking with people. You might work in the marketing of a certain company who deals with nutrition in the end, and you are the person who needs to get out there and to find customers for this business. Yeah. Now is the time to resulting from the fluctuations of do it a little. Okay, this sentence does not make any sense, but have faith in information to explain as a full-time job. Yeah, maybe you're worrying about if the idea you have in your mind for a job will make you money, and if you already have enough skills to make this a full-time job. And let's put it to the other side. There will be have faith in what you want to be known. Service to others. Again, service to others. Have faith in what you want to be known as a full-time job. Yeah, so this is interesting because these cards are not only talking about career choices, but two of those cards at least, and all of these cards in the end create sentences here that are very clearly messages for career and business. So I see this as a confirmation here. Have faith in what you want to be known, whatever that is, what you want to be known for. Maybe you want to be known for cooking for people. Maybe you want to be known for harvesting things in life. Maybe you are working for a farmer's company. But for some reason I get the feeling of you are either preparing or dealing with foods, plants, things that we can harvest in the natural realm, and maybe even animals in the end, but it really depends on the situation, on the person here. So maybe you are struggling with this idea that you have for what you want to do in your life, for a business or for a career path, and so I get the feeling that it's just saying, just believe in yourself, have faith in it, because you cannot go wrong with it for some reason. There's like a big thumbs up for you here in this reading, that in case you have already thought about a career like that, event management, some kind of nutrition, restaurant area, or maybe even still finance, and maybe you are working with finding fundings for businesses, and maybe you already have enough skills for that, but in the past you used to fund people, you used to work in a part of a company where you had to look out for customers or institutions that give money in the financial sector, and you were thinking about breaking out from this from this part of the working field to create your own business, and to still communicate these things and find people that either companies or people who are giving money towards projects for in the nutrition field in the end, but also in just a field where you can use your communication skills and where you can help the world in the end. Because I always see this nutrition card as a card that for people who are trying to help the world in general, who through whatever they produce. And since nutrition is something that once we take it, we can prepare it and then we can take it in and it works in our body immediately. And so it's probably whatever the product is here, it's something that works as quick as nutrition does in our life. Yeah. So another sentence is here, do not worry about what is believed about serving. Yeah, so I have the feeling he's also like presenting with his arms, with his hands here, he's presenting all this harvest that he has. She's presenting it. And Spirit is saying, do not worry about what you have heard about, what people say about this service business, where you are in service for people or for a company, where you are serving something. And it could be as simple as being a waiter or a waitress in a restaurant, up to someone who owns the restaurant or someone who is funding places like that. And the last sentence here, I will just have a look at it. Now is the time to use the quickest way and do it a little at a time. Okay. Interesting. So it says use the quickest way. So it usually says like, so let's try to make it as quick as possible, but then small steps, time after time. And again, time. Now it's time, and then quickness is talking about time, and then we have little time. So there's something about this time aspect here that is relevant. Maybe you are very impatient at the moment, or you need to find, maybe you are too patient, or you're either very impatient about this topic here. So, let's see. Your tarot cards. We are starting out here with the Four of Wands. Beautiful. The Four of Wands is always talking about celebration, having a good time, and look at how this place is like. It also looks like a place where there's a party, maybe like a wedding, or it could be just any other a business party, and then you have the lights here, you have a building, and you have this beautiful place where this party is taking place at, and looks like an event that someone designed here for people coming together and having a good time. Then we have the Magician. And the Magician card is always an indication for something starting, gaining some great idea, and remembering that you have all the tools. So I see this somehow with that card, getting together with that card and being reflective on the things you already have in life, remembering it and remember all the skills you have to build your business or your new project. It's very beautiful. Then we have the Six of Cups. Yeah, the Six of Cups is usually somehow withdrawn, but also like just looking, maybe there's something in your childhood that you need to reflect on, some idea you already have since you were a little child. Yeah, I will put them like this, or maybe I will put them like that. Yeah. Okay, so let's see, what else do we have? The King of Swords. Yeah, beautiful. The King of Swords card is, I will show it to you. Yeah. It always reminds me of the Star card somehow. The King of Swords is a huge indication that you either get help from someone with this King of Sword energy, someone who's very wise, from who you can benefit on getting some clarity in your life, or you yourself gain that clarity and stand up and get into this magician energy of like, yeah, I want to manifest this, I want to really create this, I want to go beyond manifestation and really go forward now, and with this King of Swords energy. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, now we have, here we have the Nine of Pentacles, this entrepreneurial energy, and then we have the Ten of Pentacles. So it's saying that you are going to reach this full circle in life once you trust yourself, have faith in yourself, and go a step beyond, go a step further, as you have already gone. And then Justice card. Yeah, so we end this reading with the Justice card here. The Justice card is always bringing balance, and I have the feeling that once you are looking within and trying to figure out, and she also has the sword in her hand, like this King of Sword over here, once you gain that clarity, you will find yourself very, very high in one of the buildings here with your own company or your own plans. And if your plans were leveling up in a company that you work for, Spirit is saying, yeah, it is going to happen, but just take some time and reflect on things. Listen to your intuition. That's a very, very strong indication here. Also with the Six of Cups, it's a very intuitive card, and try to remember things that you know since you were a little child, and and to be able to celebrate your successes, and also remember all the successes you already have, all the harvest you have already gained, to create your full circle moment here, this Ten of Pentacles, and to get some justice from the spirit realm, because you have outbalanced some issues in your career life. Maybe maybe some impatience you had before with things, or some things you did not trust yourself with, and once you balance it out through introspection, you will not only find clarity and good communication skills, you will also, or remember your communication skills, you will also find justice, something good is coming in from the outside, something that you probably have not, you maybe have hoped for, but maybe not have expected at that time. Yeah. So, beautiful pile number 1, this is what I have for you here now for this reading, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Please let me know in the comments down below where you are watching this video from. I would really like to know which country or city you are living in. And yeah, without any further ado, let's get to the second reading. And if you felt drawn to the second reading, feel free to watch it. Bye bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. And you chose this beautiful oracle card. With you are able to discern answers and guidance for yourself and others. Yeah, so it's already very clear that it could talk about reading the tarot or doing some kind of spiritual advice here for your career path. But it can also, we can also look at it in a broader spectrum and see that is, in the end, any kind of guidance and coaching area that you want to step into, and helping people in the end. Yeah, giving life advice. And so this could be anything from like rescue places where people, or maybe even animals, you know. Because guidance for yourself and others, I mean, others, I'm not just looking at human beings, I also look at any kind of living being, so it could be plants and animals as well. Yeah. So what else do we have? We have a new start is coming in. Wow. So this is already starting out here, just like reading number 1, very positive. A new start is coming in. Reading number 1 also had the manifestation card, the magician. Maybe we have similar energies here, let's see. So yeah, it's very clear. Still that in like whatever you have, it's probably just an idea yet to get into some maybe spiritual coaching, advising, guidance, business. And so this is like a confirmation, yeah, it's a good idea. And if you do that, then this is going to be a new start. But I have the feeling you already, or beyond planning this, you probably already started doing it. Yeah. Listening to wisdom. Oh wow, I see similar colors here already. Listening to wisdom is always like, this is the one of the best cards from this deck to get when it comes to abilities of clairvoyant and being able to being like a vessel, being very open and being able to listen what spirit has to tell you. And again, animals here. Maybe you have an ability to talk with light beings or animals, and they give you interesting insights. Yeah. Okay, wow, this card jumped out before, so let's see. The bobcat and blackthorn, patience. Okay, yeah. So maybe with all of that, you need... Maybe I have the feeling you are very hesitant and you really want to start here with this. And you get a lot of signs at the moment about, it's a good idea, follow this path, do that. But just make sure to be patient enough and don't overdo it, or don't do things out of any impatience. And especially since this card just jumped out here, that usually when we shuffle cards as tarot readers, and for some reason they are very impatient, like the cards are jumping out like a bunch of cards, or just like you sometimes the energies are so sensitive that I get a clear it gives me a clear indication of that the topic or the person the reading is for has a very impatient energy or a very restless energy at the moment. Like this energy when we drink too much coffee. Yeah. So then we have this moving on card here with the 6 of Swords energy. So this gives me the feeling that there's something in your life where some new, it's a new start. You need to move on, or you already did. You're about to, or you already did, and you are listening at the moment to the signs. Yeah. But you wish things could progress quicker at the moment, or things would be faster at the moment for you. Then with the karma cards, we have the Sun card here. Demonstrate, realize, act like a leader. And Pisces, your dreams, your idealization, be part of something overwhelming. And for humanity's sake, I put the tarot cards over here. For humanity's sake, okay. So let's see if we can build a sentence. Demonstrate your dreams for humanity's sake. Yeah, that's very... it already makes a lot of sense. So you're advised here to demonstrate. So probably with this listening to wisdom, maybe you get a lot of messages at the moment or in general through your dreams. And you need to listen to it more, maybe write it down. Or you need to work with it for your business anyway. And you need to find a business strategy where you can not just help one single person time after time. Maybe, since it's this humanity aspect here, maybe helping like a broader audience, making sure that enough people are listening to what you have to say. Then we also have realize your idealization of your hopes and wishes. Yeah, you need to get more in tune with the things you want to manifest in your life, and you need to trust that a little bit more and realize that they can come true, or they are about to come true, but for some reason you need to remember them. And then we have act like a leader, be part of something overwhelming, and do it for the future. Yeah, so like anything, like in any working field, maybe it's not part of being a leader, but being part of something overwhelming, and to do that for the future, for your own personal future, but also for the future of this planet. I have the feeling that since it's talking about the sun energy and then the Pisces energy, being very intuitive, having this insight, intuitive aspect inside of you, and to really make results, being able to turn these abilities into some results that can really transcend the life for human beings on this planet. And then let's look at the other side, the creation of, what it says here, spirituality. Wow, okay, it's also talking about spirituality. So we have freedom, the creation of freedom. The creation of freedom, spirituality, ultimately experience freedom. The creation of spirituality to ultimately experience freedom. Yeah. And then the gaining of respect for or from trusting your psychic knowledge of associations. Okay, so it's talking the first time here about getting together with people. I mean, when you build a business, for instance, as a coach, as a tarot reader, as some spiritual advice, it doesn't necessarily have to be on the spiritual sector, I think. Your career path here, but I think Spirit is just taking this as an example, and especially because I am a tarot reader and having my own business with it, and to give you this example that sometimes, not sometimes, every time when you create a business, no matter what kind of business, even if you do it at home or have an office for yourself and do it quietly, and not introducing other people to this process while you are producing your product, like producing videos for YouTube, for instance, which is possible to do it just by yourself. But at some point we need to get out there, and the audience is also part of it, plus people that we might get into, might to create contracts with, for instance, with this YouTube channel, once a channel is getting enough viewers, you get the chance to monetize your channel to gain some money. And monetization, of course, it's stuff that you click on some buttons on your computer and on some web pages. So the YouTube web page or something like that. Could be any other, it could be Instagram or TikTok too. But the thing is, there is still someone else looking at the other side of the line and agreeing with you on a certain contract for you to be able to monetize your work and to gain some money out of it. So any kind of business is in the end a business of collaborations and working with associations. Even the very introverted ways of creating a business has this aspect in it. And things brought to life or light resulting from the indecision of or about your circle of friends. Okay, this is interesting. It's also talking about other people here. Things brought to life resulting from the indecision of your circle of friends, or things brought to life or to light resulting from the indecision about your circle of friends. Okay, so maybe there's something about your colleagues, working colleagues that you're working on. Maybe you're working for a company at the moment and you're thinking of creating your own business with your intuitive skills. And so that then this is just a confirmation to, maybe not, maybe don't wait for your friends or your colleagues to go along with you. Maybe just go along yourself. And don't wait for anyone, or don't listen to anyone who is trying to talk you out of it. Yeah. Okay, so let's get into your tarot cards. So we have the 8 of Cups here to start your reading out with. So there's some aspect of leaving. The 8 of Cups and the 6 of Swords are both cards, plus we see it here in the image. It's very clear here that you are leaving some place behind. Probably a working place that where you used to work for, or you're supposed to leave that place. And both of the people are going into the light. You can see that very clearly here. Going into the light, leaving. It doesn't mean that this place that you used to work at was a toxic place or something. It just means that probably, I will put it underneath here, just like in group number 1. Maybe it's only talking about, it's time now to go on your own way now, and and maybe even if it's just working for another company. I'm not saying you need to get yourself fired and then try some entrepreneurship. If this is nothing for you, then please don't do that. But maybe it's time for you to still move on to the next company you work for and leave your old job behind. Maybe you have learned enough and there's nothing more to grow here at that place. King of Pentacles, beautiful, the most abundant king in the deck. So it's very, this business idea is a very, very abundant, will lead you to much wealth and abundance here in the end. But in order for this to happen, you need to leave someplace. The Tower. The Tower card is always talking about some epiphanies we have. Either we gain them or we get them. And And I think it's talking about probably leaving that place, that situation that you are in at the moment. It's probably this epiphany also that you gain from listening to the signs. And for some reason it comes to you in a very like striking way, like an epiphany from above that you get, and that will make you feeling able to pack your bags and just leave and move on and make a new start here with this new business idea. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is what the King of Pentacles is holding in his lap or in his hand here. Yeah. And it's this new beginning that is talking about here, like a new start is coming, and probably in the form of maybe there's someone who is inviting you to a someone who's inviting you maybe to work for another company, or there's some idea here or some invitation for creating money in the form of an Ace of Pentacles. Then we have the Lovers card here. Very beautiful. The Lovers card is always about getting in tune with both or all the aspects of life to be able to make decisions, and to balance out the energies between like two poles in the end, like a pole that is trying to know, that's maybe very full of fear and is trying to make you stay at that company that you're working at the moment, or that you used to work for, and the other pole is pulling you into the direction of complete freedom. And the Lovers card is always saying that you find the right balance to make this decision, of that whenever you make this decision it will feel right to you. Yeah. So what else do we have? Oh wow, okay, so this mirroring aspect here, it's probably, I will put that over here now. So the cards are talking about very clearly about a mirroring aspect here, like mirroring, just like lovers do, they mirror each other. And here we have the 8 of Swords and the 8 of Cups. So there's this 8 energy here of leaving some aspect of ourselves behind to find new aspects. And the 8 of Swords is never a thing where a situation where we are trapped and we cannot get out of this trap. It's usually just thoughts that we make up by ourselves. It's all in our head, and it's not reality. It's not the truth. It's just something that we think is the truth, and we need to find the right balance with this mirroring aspect. Just like when someone is not satisfied with their looks and is looking into the mirror, and the mirror is telling them a lie in the end, because the real mirror is not the mirror on the outside. The real mirror we will always find inside, where we are mirroring all the aspects in life to find the right answers, to find the right balance with things. So, and then we have the beautiful 3 of Cups energy, and I have again this beautiful violet, rosé kind of violet purple energy here. And here we have this gathering together with friends, the circle of friends. 3 of Cups is usually talking about celebration, having a good time. And there's probably also, like with group number 1, this aspect of harvest and enjoying the things that you already have in life, and get out of your head, get out of your thoughts about worrying about, oh, maybe this is not working out, this business idea that I have, or the idea of just leaving the company, or leaving the job that I have at the moment, or this situation. Maybe you are jobless and you are leaving the situation, but you are unsure if this new idea of business, working with your intuition, probably with spirituality, or at least with life advices where you can give guidance to people or living beings, is the right thing. And but for being able to do that, we always have to trust ourselves and to be in gratitude about the things we already have. And then again, the Ten of Wands. It's again a card. I will put it right in between here. Again, a card that is talking about this aspect of leaving something. You really need to look at the way how you deal with the things inside in order to be able to leave something. There's a decision that is needed here, and this decision will get you out of your head. This decision will make you go on this new path and leave this place that you were working on, and maybe also loosen some of the baggage here. Look how she is leaving. She is moving forward, but she is taking all of the baggage with her. And maybe she should just only take the basics with her, maybe just this little luggage she has over here, and get rid of the baggage over there, to feel more. I have the feeling that there could be a situation where you already have let's say a business. You already have like a thing where you're working in, but it's not getting you enough money to live from, or you are working for a company and they are not paying you enough, but for some reason it's still good enough to stay there. The job itself is not giving you enough reasons to go, but you still have this unsatisfied feeling. And now your plan is to start this new idea, this new business, and start it and work in it, and still hold on to the old. And I have the feeling the cards are saying here that some people are able to do that, but there's other people who really need to stop holding on to all of the things in life, all of the worries, and also all of the other jobs that we have and other people that we have, all the old co-workers that might the old friends maybe, or family members that don't really understand the things that we are going through in life, and maybe want to keep us at the place where we are because for them it's comfortable, but for ourselves it's not so comfortable because we have the feeling we are not growing, and we maybe lost the connection to our inner light. And I have the feeling she is looking and trying to listen here, and they are also looking up. They are gathering in a group of people that support each other, and I think things are just taking a little time, so that's why we have this patient card over here. Try to be patient enough, but a new start is coming, that's for sure. And try to get rid of some baggage step by step. To trust yourself and to really trust that this new idea here, with this new business idea, that this is actually perfectly like a perfect match for you. So my beautiful pie number 2, this is what I have for you now for this reading. And maybe you can tell me in the comments from which area and on this planet you are watching this video from, maybe the city or the country, because I can only see like a very, when I check YouTube, it only gives me like a vague impression of from where the people are watching this. So maybe you can let me know from which area you are watching it, and if you liked it, please hit the like button, and you can also watch group number 1. I see some connection here, but not a huge connection. Yeah, so this is what I have for you here for this reading, and my beautiful pile number 2. If you enjoyed this reading, then maybe you can leave a comment and tell me from which area in this world you are watching my videos from, which country, which area, because YouTube is not giving me full insight yet it only gives me a vague insight of a profile from where the people are watching this from. So maybe if you feel free, just let me know from which city or country you are watching this. And if it resonated with you, you can always watch the reading from group number 1. I see some similarities here, but not huge similarities, but some. And yeah, I hope to see you in one of my next reading. And until that, have a great week ahead and a nice weekend, and maybe see you next time. Bye bye.